Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Generation 1. In the last episode, we began going through Victory Road and made it here to this chamber where we caught Moltres, the final of the 3 legendary birds. This time, we're going to be continuing on through Victory Road and hopefully making it to the Pokémon League, which is our final destination on this journey. We started up here, and we never actually did the strength puzzle for this room, and I forgot to spray another repel. Hello, Onyx. Oh, I didn't forget to spray a repel. This Onyx is just very high leveled. Okay. Bye, Onyx. I should have figured I didn't forget to spray a Lamp, you're too low leveled. Wait, no, I did forget to spray repel. Okay. I am just... I don't know. Okay, there's like a couple hours between recording this and the last episode. Give me a break. I'm gonna go ahead and use strength here. And this is hopefully the last time we ever have to... I know, there's gonna be a couple more times we have to use strength, but hopefully we are coming up on the last time we ever have to use strength, because look at this. I'll cut ahead to when this rock is at the end of its path. Wanna know what makes this rock look a little more lovable? Imagine those 2 pixels on the top half of it as eyes. And he becomes just a cute little rock guy. He's like Stone Kirby. It's a little more likable that way, I think. I wanna push him down here into this little area. And onto that switch, and there has to be a hidden item down here. No? Come on. Okay, well, we pushed the rock onto the correct place, so we know where to go now. Well, I know where to go now. You might know where to go now, I don't know. I watch Let's Plays even if I've already played the game before. I don't really use them as walkthroughs. Because, I don't know. I haven't actually had to use a walkthrough for a video game in a long time. Pokemon Red and Blue... I don't know if I ever did, actually, for these specific games, but also a lot of these games for me I experienced on save files that were on hand-me-down cartridges that belonged to my cousins. Like, I remember my first time beating the game, like, very vividly, because it was in a car ride, but I do not remember everything up to that point, so I'm pretty sure it was just on a cartridge that didn't belong to me. So, well, it belonged to me, but it was a hand-me-down. You know, I didn't steal any cartridges. Hello, very loud motorcycle outside. That was the first time I've had an interruption like that in a video recording for a long time. That used to happen all the time. I'm feeling very nostalgic during this recording because this is what will probably end up being either the last or the second to last recording session for this Let's Play. At least for the Game Boy game portion of it. And I don't know, I've enjoyed this series so much, and I'm not gonna give, like, final thoughts right now, because we're in Victory Road. We aren't fighting the, like, final boss of the game or anything, but, you know, it's easy to start feeling nostalgic when you're in the final dungeon of the game. It's also easy to feel nostalgic when you feel as much hatred as you do for the creature standing across from me right now. Not for any reason that's been apparent in this specific LP, but again, I'm doing my test playthrough of Pokemon Stadium right now, so I'm not a fan of this creature. I'm not even confident this will one-shot. Thank God it did. I know Chansey has like 5 for a defense stat, but the HP stat, you know, gives me a little cause for concern. Oh, so strong! I thought so. Rhine isn't too bad. Rhine is objectively, like, not bad at all, actually. I didn't even need to say that. Hello, Onyx. Something tells me Onyx is the only Pokemon that can appear at level 45 on this floor. Every time you exit out of a battle, you'll see the walls that disappear from the switches, like, reappear briefly. I am not sure why, but it's Pokemon Red and Blue, so it's not that surprising. Okay, we can't avoid these trainers. I want to avoid these 2 trainers specifically because they don't have anything interesting, so why would I bother fighting them? Strength one last time. I can't remember if we already activated it on this floor or not. We did, because we had to use strength to get here, but who cares? I'm gonna push it down the hole and jump after it. Go to this side of it and use strength again. Because this isn't tedious dungeon design at all. Now, I remember needing to go up on these stairs and push it down a tile. Don't do that. You'll need to reload this floor by leaving and coming back in order to push the boulder into the correct spot. I made that mistake when I was going through this area in Pokemon Yellow because, spoilers, these Let's Plays... Well, I say these Let's Plays as if it's multiple, but the different games in this Let's Play aren't always recorded in sequence. And yeah, it was just annoying. I had to go through the entire third floor again just to come back down here. It's not fun. I want to head up here. And up here. And down here. And over here. Welcome back to Route 23. And welcome to Baby's first RPG Maker map. Repel's effect wore off. Doesn't matter anymore. Welcome to the Indigo Plateau. Yo, champ in making! At Pokemon League, you have to face the Elite Four in succession. If you lose, you have to start all over again. This is it. Go for it. As he said. We have to fight the Elite Four now. First things first after healing. There is a Pokemart here. They sell 2 new items, full restores. They fully restore a non-fainted Pokemon's HP and heal any status conditions. And max potions, which fully restore a non-fainted Pokemon's HP. We don't really have to worry about this right now. For now, we're going to start by making sure we're fully set up for everything here. We're going to start by worrying about our items. The items I want to make sure I have plenty of for the Pokemon League are Max Elixirs, Max Revives, and Full Restores. Only Full Restores are going to be used during battles, but having all of these is going to be useful for actually healing between the battles, because you do not get free heals between the Elite Four. So, how are we gonna get so many of those? Well, I could just buy all the Full Restores, I know, but it's easier to just use Missing No, so I'm gonna get Ducks in the party and go do that. Next, we're going to be switching to Pokemon Crystal briefly, because we need to get strength off of Tauros. Badly. Oh, Ryan, you look so nice over here. The future treats you well. In the Johto region, we want to fly to Blackthorn City. This is a place that we are not going to be familiar with in a Let's Play for a while, but in this city, clan of trainers who can freely command dragons live right here in Blackthorn. As a result, there are many legends about dragons. Okay, this is not the right house. This house. Moved to Leader's house. They have yet to move to Kanto, unfortunately. But they do exist in Johto. Oh, yes, I'm the move deleter. I can make Pokemon forget moves. Shall I make a Pokemon forget? Rhine. It is time for you to forget strength. Because literally Body Slam is 5 PP stronger, and Hyper Beam is even stronger than that. Oh, make it forget strength? Yes. Fun little jingle. Done. Your Pokemon forgot the move. And now to trade Ryan back to the right game. Back to your doofy-looking self. Thanks to our actions in the future in the Johto region, Ryan is now free to learn a new move in his 4th move slot. So, I've thought about it, and I think I know what one I want him to learn. I actually might already have the TM for it. Yes, I do, TM07. We're going to go ahead and use this to teach Horn Drill to Rhine. Because that's what he needs, on top of his pretty much a one-hit KO move and his almost always a one-hit KO move, a one-hit KO move. On top of that, I just realized there's one item I forgot to duplicate. And we now have 128 X accuracies. We're set. For some reason, Saffron City is the default for pressing down from Pallet Town instead of Indigo Plateau. I don't understand that. There's only one more thing that really needs to be done before heading in, and that's making sure the team is fully prepared. I think I actually nailed getting the final moveset I wanted on every Pokemon. But let's just check to make sure. I'm gonna order them properly first. Starting with Hiket. Moveset I wanted was Leech Seed, Toxic, Razor Leaf, and Mega Drain. I got Leech Seed, Toxic, Razor Leaf, and Mega Drain. Annabelle. Swords Dance, Earthquake, Slash or Fissure, and Rock Slide. And I got Slash, Swords Dance, Rock Slide, and Earthquake. Lamp, I wanted Confuse Ray, Fire Spin, Flamethrower, and Body Slam, and I'm pretty sure that is exactly her moveset. Yep. Yumi, I wanted Surf, Ice Beam, Rest, and Acid Armor, and we ended up with Surf, Ice Beam, Rest, and Acid Armor. In the opposite order, but still correct. For Gaster, I wanted Nightshade, Ice Punch or Explosion, Thunderbolt, Hypnosis, and Psychic, and we ended up with Metronome, Hypnosis, Psychic, and Thunderbolt. And you know what? Metronome beats all those other moves 100% of the time. And for Tauros, I wanted Horn Drill, Body Slam, Hyper Beam, and Blizzard, and we ended up with Body Slam, Blizzard, Hyper Beam, and Horn Drill, which is the same thing but in different orders. So our team actually ended up exactly how I wanted them to. There's one more thing before heading forward. I want to make sure our team is at a level that I feel is appropriate. Now, the lowest level Pokemon we are going to be facing going forward is level 53. I don't think our team really needs to match that. I'll cut ahead to when I'm done leveling though, because this is going to take a while. I decided that Hiket should get to be level 52, and everyone else is at level 50. If this proves to be too low, and I find myself struggling, I will increase the levels. But I'm gonna be completely real. I don't actually know how much of a struggle this is going to be. Some of these fights coming up are difficult, but not so difficult that I think you need to match their levels. If you do, though, the best way to grind, if you feel uncomfortable using rare candies the way I have, is to just keep going up against the first upcoming boss over and over again. It's effective. If you get past her, you can just continue to fight the next bosses until you lose, and yeah, it's just sort of a natural way to keep you gaining experience. But I just don't like grinding, and frankly, RPGs are better when they don't force you to grind to beat them. This game did not force me to. My team remained relatively competently leveled. I just gave them all like 8 to 10 levels at the end here. Less than 10 for all of them, actually, I think. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I kept my rare candy usage limited, and will try to keep it that way, and will workshop it if I find myself struggling. As for the next challenge, I think Hiket's not an awful lead. We started with Hiket, let's end it with Hiket. From here on, you face the Elite Four one by one. If you win, a door opens to the next trainer. Good luck. As soon as we head down those stairs, there is no returning until we lose or until we've won. Okay. Let's go. Nice gym music. Welcome to the Pokémon League. I am Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokémon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokémon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Are you ready? Lorelei. She has 2 super potions per Pokemon used 50% of the time if their HP is lower than 20%. She's leading with Dugong, level 54 Water Ice type, knowing the moves Growl, Aurora Beam, Rest, and Takedown. Razor Leaf should be enough. I led with Hiket because I figure Razor Leaf will do a lot of damage and we can almost definitely take at least 1 Aurora Beam. On top of that, she uses Smart AI, so guess what? She's just gonna use Rest anyways. There's actually a soft lock in this battle, where if you bring in a fighting-type Pokemon or a poison-type Pokemon that knows Rage, that's too low-leveled to be able to knock out even with a critical hit, and then you use Rage, you'll not be able to defeat this Dugong because no matter what, she's just going to keep using Rest to restore her HP, and no amount of critical hits will knock her out. Her Dugong specifically, not the trainer. Dugong's fainted, so first Pokemon down. Cloyster is up next. Cloyster is level 53 Water Ice type, knowing the moves Supersonic, Clamp, Aurora Beam, and Spike Cannon. I don't think this thing can really do too much to Hiket either, honestly. Razor Leaf might even be enough to knock out. I think Cloyster has slightly lower special than Dugong, so I guess we'll see, but yeah. Good job, Hiket. Okay. On to her third. Slowbro. We're definitely not one-shotting this thing. Level 54 Water Psychic type, knowing the moves Growl, Water Gun, Withdraw, and Amnesia. This thing's moveset is bad, but I mean, Amnesia's pretty good. This thing's tanky. I think I'm gonna set up Toxic and Leech Seed just in case it starts using Amnesia. She has Smart AI, so it's going to spam Amnesia. So we can pretty much just use Toxic and Leech Seed and just let it drain that way, I suppose? We're going to break through Amnesia using Razor Leaf anyway, though. Part of me was like, oh, this thing's gonna attack, but no, its only attacking move is not very effective, and she uses Smart AI, so it's most definitely not going to attack. There we go. Hiket is doing great here. Jinx, because we couldn't get away with seeing it only once. Level 56, Ice Psychic type, knowing the moves Double Slap, Ice Punch, Body Slam, and Thrash. This one I'm not so sure Hiket can take. Yeah, I'm gonna switch into Lamp. There's not much it can do against Lamp, and I know it's going for, well, it would have gone for Ice Punch if I had stayed in. It always slips my mind a little bit that the NPCs cheat in this game because they don't cheat in the same way in Pokémon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium is on the brain right now, if you couldn't tell by my commentary in the past couple episodes. Lamp, did you just 1 in 256 miss Flamethrower? Come on. It's your final, like, chance to actually shine here, Lamp. Like, I don't know how much use Lamp is really gonna see against the rest of the Elite Four just because of their types compared to her, so we're really just going for as much as she can get here in this battle. And that's about as much as she can get, I think, because the next Pokemon is another Water type. Lapras, level 56, Water Ice type, known to use Body Slam, Confuse Ray, Blizzard, and Hydro Pump. That's a pretty decent moveset. In fact, I'd even argue that's a pretty good moveset. I'd replace Surf with, or Hydro Pump with Surf personally, but yeah, we're switching out here. If I switch into Hiket, it just goes for Blizzard. I think Gaster is the best choice here, just for Thunderbolt. I'm doing my best to, like, think about this strategically because... Oh. You're just gonna spam Confuse Ray. See? Oh, this is what I mean when I talk about Smart AI being awful. Like, they give their NPCs that use Smart AI such, like, decent movesets, but then it always ends up being that those movesets have a move that's just, like, it does nothing and it's gonna end up, like, calculating as being super effective against something, so they just spam that. And this issue haunts several members of the Elite Four. Don't think it is just Lorelei. So, get ready for that. I'm honestly surprised that didn't take it out. But she is still using super potions in the final section of the game, so yeah, I'll take that. There we go. How dare you? You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of Pokémon League power. It's true, I did only get a taste because you didn't offer me much more. There's not much healing to do after that. But of course, in Pokemon Yellow, Red has to fight the Elite Four too. Welcome to Pokemon League. I am Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Are you ready? Lorelei wants to fight. And leads with Dugong, level 54, Water Ice type, known to the moves Bubble Beam, Aurora Beam, Rest, and Takedown. Believe it or not, this Dugong actually has unique AI specific to Lorelei in Pokemon Yellow to prevent that same soft lock that we talked about in Pokemon Blue version. Yeah, somehow Game Freak knew about that one incredibly specific soft lock that I hadn't heard about until like 3 years ago. It's specifically designed so Dugong will never use Rest, well, it will use Rest, but only at like a time that makes sense, against Poison and Fighting type Pokemon. Okay. Take down Dugong. My lead was a little bit not prepared there. Okay. Cloysters, level 53, Water Ice type, known to move Supersonic Clamp, Ice Beam, and Spike Cannon. You're sort of seeing a theme here. Her team is mostly the same, it just has slightly different movesets. I almost said better, but I don't know. All she really did here was replace Aurora Beam with Ice Beam, which, to be fair, does make it a better moveset, but not that much better. Come on, Snorlax, hit through it again. Hell yeah! Okay. Of course she's using a super potion, why wouldn't she? It was bound to happen, why are you still confused? Stop being confused. And we're getting partial trapped, okay. I should have seen that coming. We are going to die like this. What an awful way to die. That's fine, Snorlax wasn't really a Pokemon I was intending to have, like, clinch this entire battle for me, but... it just had to be with Clamp, didn't it? Oh, wait, hold? Maybe Snorlax clutches this? If we don't get hit by confusion. Okay! Good job, Snorlax! Okay, I'll take it. Slowbro is level 54, Water Psychic type, known to move Surf, Psychic, Withdraw, and Amnesia. This thing is much scarier in Pokemon Yellow. And that's a bad way to go down. Okay. She still uses Smart AI as far as I know, but she has Psychic this time, so that isn't really going to be a saving grace here. Oh boy. Pikachu and Venusaur are both not great options. I guess Venusaur? I'll go Venusaur because we can go for the same Toxic Leech Seed setup here, and it's actually more useful in this battle than it was in Pokemon Blue. If we can survive a Psychic, at least. I have faith, but my faith is sometimes misplaced. Okay, it wasn't this time, at least. Did Toxic first, so we get the maximum damage out of Leech Seed right off the bat. And it's going for Amnesia. Okay. Deal what damage we can with Leech Seed and Toxic. That'll restore a decent chunk of HP, too. We might survive a second Psychic now. Let's also go ahead and use Razor Leaf, and that might knock out from here? It ignores the boost to Amnesia thanks to the critical hit, so yeah, okay. I'm sorry if I seem less sure about the fight in Pokemon Yellow. It's because I am. Pokemon Yellow is a much harder game. Jinx! Still couldn't fix the color palette. I get why in Pokemon Yellow specifically they're using a lot more colors and they need to have access to them for different parts of the sprite, but like, come on. Level 56 Ice Psychic type knowing the moves Double Slap, Ice Punch, Lovely Kiss, and Thrash. I'll never understand putting Thrash on this thing. It was the same in Pokemon Blue, but like, it's just a bad move. Well, it's not a bad move. It's a bad move on Jinx, though, is my point. Okay, she's gonna go for Ice Punch and knock out. I knew she was gonna knock out, but I figured I would at least go for the funny, because if Solar Beam landed, it would have done a good chunk of damage. I think Charizard's our best bet here. Charizard isn't the best fire type for fighting ice types, though, thanks to its typing. We do have Flamethrower now, at least, instead of Fire Punch, so it'll do more damage. Not enough to knock out, but I don't think Ice Punch will be enough to knock out either. It is super effective, but it's only normally super effective. It's not 4 times, like I thought it was as a kid for some reason. I think when I was a kid, I saw Ice Punch be super effective on Charizard, and I figured, oh, so it's super effective on Fire in this gen. Because Ice being super effective on Fire has always made a little bit of sense to me, but that's never been the case. I was just wrong. Okay. Her Lapras is level 56, Water Ice type, known as Body Slam, Confuse Ray, Hydro Pump, and Blizzard. We're just gonna do what damage we can with Charizard. It's decent. It's neutral damage, not very effective damage, so that wasn't a lot, but Lapras' special stat is actually pretty good, so that's fine. Charizard's down. I gotta look at my movesets real quick. Well, they don't let you look at your movesets in this game. I did not remember that. Okay, let's go for the paralysis then. She is doing the same. We're both fishing for the lucky paralysis. How is my Lapras faster than hers? Okay. Hers having Confuse Ray is gonna be slightly annoying. Like, hers is 8 levels higher than mine. And mine has not battled very much compared to the rest of my team. Like, I don't have stat experience. I mean, I can't have enough to be that meaningful. Okay. That's just great. That's what I needed. We're confused and paralyzed now, so yeah. That had to be the end. Okay, Pikachu. You gotta clutch this, buddy. And of course he does, without fail. He's my little buddy. How dare you! You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of Pokémon League power. Back to Pokemon Blue version after talking to Pikachu. He is my little buddy. Next time on Pokemon Generation 1, we're going to continue the fight against the Elite Four. See you guys then.